PvP, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the YouTube channel Darth Craig. Its continuing mission to explore strange new PvP teams, to seek out new meta and new hero synergies, to carelessly go where no one has gone before. Good afternoon, my dungeon boss brethren. Another week, another Thursday, you know the drill. Team Lab Thursday. Got a silver team that I'm working on here. Literally a silver team. I've been looking over my roster and I'm thinking, it's like, what's the key to Silver League PvP? And it seems to me that you should be using the strongest and best heroes that you have. So I'm thinking, why don't I use more silver heroes? So I originally rolled with some of my stronger silver ones to see if it would work, and it ultimately didn't. Um, because of teams like this here, where it's just constantly Baylog and William taunting and somebody healing them. Sometimes it's Emily in there, and then you just get slowly chipped away because you can't maintain pace with them. So the current team that I'm working on now to see if it holds up is going to be with Zen, Kira, Iris, and William. The logic behind this: Zen heals a little bit every turn, regardless if he's actually doing a heal maneuver. He has the ability to protect someone with invulnerability. Masuda is in there specifically because he's about the only one that can break both layers of William's shield. So we ultimately, unlike the nitpick version where you do a bunch of fast heroes and stun him or silence him, we actually let him get his shields off. And then Masuda would actually purge them on the next turn. Iris, I've been wanting to use Iris in PvP for a very long time. I think Iris is a bit of an unsung hero, but I haven't found the perfect team competition yet or composition yet. Um, Iris purges buffs before she attacks. That's what makes her so cool, and she ignores taunting. So when you have William and Baylog, and you have Emily, for example, you can target Emily on whatever attack you want. So if you have some way to kill Emily, you can use Iris first to pop shields, get rid of shields, and then as long as you have an AoE to hit Emily, if, assuming you're not silenced, um, stands to reason. And then I put William in there because we got to have some sort of a tank. If we're not going to try and end things in turn one, we have to have some way to be able to survive. William with his shield is a good way to go. On top of that, saving Zen's invulnerability for when William taunts. That's my logic for it. I don't know if this team is going to hold up against other 80s, but we're going to give it a shot for a few matches here. The most difficult thing about this is to kind of hold your horses and not just want to use your abilities. I mean, when you do your attacks, like in this case here, you want to use um, your first ability here, the Death Blossom. But you do that, and then William comes along and he does his thing, and then you got shields galore that you can't get through. So you have to be kind of okay saving that. So just try to whack away at their healers. But there's the shields I was talking about. And now this is the tough part, knowing who can survive and who can't survive. With Baylog and William and Zen and Nub Nub, nobody's really hitting very hard, so you should be able to actually soak some of that damage. We shouldn't need to use Zen's abilities. The worst part about it is his Aegis Wall is a huge cooldown. It's tough to get this one. I'm finding myself having to use my safe haven on Zen himself, because if you look at it, the cooldown's the same thing as the Aegis Wall. So it's like you use it now and then you can get the Aegis Wall later. What I'm going to do in this case here is I'm going to save it for the next time around so I can use it with William when he taunts. So a taunt plus invulnerability should be a good option there. So it doesn't matter who we actually attack, just hit anybody, I guess. And so one of the neat things then, like I said, with Iris, Iris can target anybody regardless of taunting, and she breaks through buffs here. So does a level 80 Iris beat a level 74 Zen? Just about. Just about. Of course, we're going to see that. You need an AoE to ultimately finish them off, but we got through that. So taking out one of them is great. I mean, that's always a good start. That's obviously probably not going to happen at level 80, but you can see the effectiveness of Iris versus someone like Zen or Emily. Now we just have to deal with that same old nonsense there. Um, so we'll just do what we got to do. Silence. Nothing we can do about it. We're hoping that Masuda just does his own thing and does the Death Blossom at the end of the turn. Um, that Arcane Missiles is also a great way to break through shields, provided that she spreads out the damage a little bit. At this point here, it's just a slow war of attrition. You have to just sit and pound them out. Nothing more you can do other than to just grind away. So while this may not be a fast team, the goal is that it's going to be a successful team. Okay, we'll put the shield on William now. He did his first round. Now he's going to do his second round. Um, just wanted to see how much damage she did against Nub Nub, which was none. And actually, William can't taunt right now, so I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't use William at all, so I'm not familiar with his timing. So putting that safe haven on William is probably not a good idea. It would have been better served on someone like Masuda or Iris, or even on Zen himself. The best place might actually be on Zen, to be honest. So we see that Iris can basically purge taunts whenever she wants to. Um, all of these guys have pretty high, health and defense at this point. It's just a matter of surviving and getting through it. If you can get enough attacks with Iris, she, purges those buffs, get rid of that healing buff, but then stupid Nub Nub just heals him back to full health anyways, so. It is what it is. Throw the Annihilation Beam on him. It's not going to kill him, but I like to use it. More silence. You can already see this one. I mean, we're going on like 5 minutes here. We know that this is going to be a slow team, so we're not going to do too many of these. We're sitting 4-on-2 at this point, so I'm confident that I can beat a team that's under leveled by 6. Just got to chip away. Dim Mak would be great about now is ultimately what I need. Then I can focus on killing William, and then Nub Nub is just an afterthought. Just got these guys do like some of these people just do such little damage. All right, pound him with the arcane missiles, all 4 shots. That's always nice. There. Okay, so round 1 was successful. I don't think that's going to hold up against level 80s. I would like to go against some matches that aren't just the same old William Baylog and 2 others. That would be fantastic. Here's one that's not that way. Um, maybe this one will be a little bit better timing wise. Given the order of things, what I think I'm going to do is put Iris first and then Zen last. Zen's not doing any serious attacking, so the later he goes in the turn, the more likely I can assess the situation in terms of him needing to heal, not trying to deal with preventative damage. And now because there's no William, I can um, do Death Blossom on the first turn. Unfortunately, Zen is going to die now at the hands of Rogar. It's a bummer. That was going to happen regardless of where Zen was in the lineup, though. Um, so in terms of who's the damaging threat here, generally speaking, just go after Rogar first. Okay. There comes Voodoo Chant. That's okay right now because Iris is going to purge that. We can focus on Shadowblade. Shadowblade's down. It's 3 on 2. Um, Jabber generally has advantage over William, but not by much. Not with this level disparity. I said I can dim mock all day long and whittle them down and constantly purge those buffs. There's the Jabber on William that I was talking about. Got no way to heal at this point, but I shouldn't need anything at this point either. So, oh, I'm 1 turn away from Annihilation Beam. I don't think I'm going to get it. Maybe I will. I'll just do a basic attack because I want Annihilation Beam. There we go. Down one a lot faster. So those ridiculous, taunter tank defenses, all they do is waste time. That's what makes Silver League so unfun. There's such little variety in the teams you face here. Like this one here's a nice one again, where we only have to deal with 1 taunter, but we got 3 fast ones. Um, doesn't matter where I put Zen. They got 3 fast heroes. If they're going to target him, they're going to target him. Um, it's likely going to be um, all 3 of them are going to go after Zen. Probably Shadowblade will go after him and purge him, and thankfully didn't do too much damage. We're at a point now where do we want to save Masuda for the William Purge? The answer to that is yes, I am going to do that. I keep that around and hope that he does not die. Okay, so in this case here now, dark against light, purge the shield, try to nuke Black Diamond, but I guess it did not work. But we'll keep at it. I'm forced to use Safe Haven on Zen. I just don't want him to die, that's all. It's nice having those heals every single turn, and it's not worth it to try and just protect William from his, what are we saying here? When he's taunting. It's just no reason to worry about such trivial matters. Doing good hits on Shadowblade despite evasion. Just gotta slowly chip away, I guess. Can't do it. It's so annoying sometimes. Okay, now it doesn't matter. That's a AoE, so he's. I didn't think he would block it being AoE. That's actually surprising. I guess maybe it's not technically an AoE, and that's why he's able to do whatever he wants. It's interesting. It's cruel how long it takes Annihilation Beam to come up. So if we had a 5th person, we could maybe work Echo in there, but I don't think I can swap out William for Echo. I think I need the taunting and I need the shielding. Um, yeah, unless we ultimately use someone like what's his name, Augustus, to do the Aegis Wall and the heal and the taunting there in favor of having Zen. I don't know that that's a good idea though. This one here is going to be a tough one. Any combination like this is going to be a wild one with those crits running galore. And there's really, I don't know, I'm going to try to kill, what the hell's his name? Ignis. I'm going to try to kill Ignis, but I think, yeah, with Echo and Rogar is absolutely brutal. I don't know why Rogar is so damn strong for being the first hero that you get. I really, really don't, but he does his job, he understands the assignment. There, we got one hit off on the Ignis that we wanted here, but Iris is dead, so this one's a lost cause now. We had a good run though, so I think if we tweak this a little bit, I think Iris can be a good fourth on some already popular PvP team. I'm thinking that Zen's probably not the answer for silver PvP. He has his uses, but we see that he only gets basically one ability off, um, and that might be true with. I guess Iris gets off two as well, but they get off even less when you're dealing with Baylog teams because they're always silenced. And so I don't personally like William. William as a PvP attacker just seems absolutely terrible as well. His abilities are never up. I just want to be able to taunt, or I just want to do this or that. It just seems to take forever to get him cycled back around. So um, I think Masuda's going to be a mainstay. So I'm going to try and center something around Masuda and Iris, just because of that shield breaking mechanism for Masuda and from Iris. And I just have to find two other people. Can't really use Nub Nub because Nub Nub gets absolutely owned by both Rogar and Ignis, like in this case here. It just, yeah, I don't know what the answer is going to be for a universal team. But this one was fun. I definitely, like I said, want to continue to use Iris. I just gotta find that perfect balance for her. So if you have any cool Iris teams, let me know. I'd like to find something that's universal, but until the game balances differently and we get away from the same old defenses, there's only basically six heroes that are worth a damn on PvP defense, and they're always in play, so can't get around it. Anyways, that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time. Thank you for watching, and remember, I make YouTube videos for the American working man, because that's what I am, and that's who I care about.